If you're considering buying farmland, you should really consider these 3 questions. Keep watching for answers on all 3. Farmlands are now increasing in value, and investors are flocking to take this profit-generating opportunity and make the most of it. Moreover, this surge in value can be attributed to the recovering domestic usage and increased export demand. This made farms more profitable than the production that goes behind them. This result has become alarming for farmers. Due to this dramatic increase in farmland values, farmers are now starting to wonder when they can buy their own land for the family. While this is a question that not even economists and other people can answer yet, farmers are still anticipating what will happen in the near future regarding farmland sales. It somehow looks promising at the outset. So, without further ado, here are the main farmland value factors responsible for the increase. Like other assets and commodities, the values of land observe the laws of supply and demand. Shortage of land versus a rise in farmers turned buyers is a main factor in the increasing farmland values. While it's true that farmlands can retain their value for decades, it's still possible for their prices to decline due to a wide discrepancy between the supply and demand curve. The kind of farmland also affects its value. For instance, cropland is more valuable than pasture land. This is mainly because croplands cost more per acre than pasture lands. Thus, one can infer that maintaining livestock in a pasture is less profitable than growing crops and produce on cropland. Increased farmland values mean lower interest rates. With significant drops in interest rates, mortgage payments become more affordable. This allows buyers to purchase land regardless of price, given that they have the ability to pay installments and provide down payment. Capitalization rates or long-term interest rates can also highly affect farmland values. Capitalization rates depend on inflation, risk premiums, and risk-free interest rates, which are the long-term rate on U.S. Treasuries. The working capital is where farmlands source their funds for the down payment. Through the years, the working capital per acre has substantially declined. This also decreases the farmer's buying power over farmlands. This is why working capital should be solid enough to purchase machinery, create buildings, or repay debt. Farmlands with great capital ratios can bid on new farmlands in the long run. Similar to other kinds of real estate properties, location is of prime importance. The first thing to consider when buying any kind of land is the state and local laws. They can affect the farm's profitability in the long run due to certain statutes and regulations. Moreover, if the processing facilities or market areas are too far to access from your farmland, the transportation costs and market prices will adversely affect your farm's profitability by a high percentage. Local economic conditions can also affect the farmland's profitability. This is why farmland should be situated within a location with a stronger economy, so farmers can sell more produce and increase farmland values. Deriving income from farm activities and production can be slow. This may delay mortgage payment and a farmer or buyer's intent to purchase new land. If you own farmland, you have to consider 2 things. The first is the land's value appreciation, and the second is the revenue produced from tilling the farmland. Since farmlands are also highly reliant on their production, the quality and type of the soil can also affect its selling value. There's a soil type grading system using the Crop Production Index, or CPI. If the score of the soil is 90 and above, according to the survey, it can be considered a top-tier soil, thereby increasing its value. This grading system is necessary to determine the value of farmlands and relay such data to the respondents. When the value of the dollar increases, there's a tendency for other countries to import goods and produce into the United States. There's a time when the farmers and tillers won't sell as much during this increase, dropping farmland values. Additionally, since the land prices are now fluctuating and mostly increasing, taxes are also going with the flow. Like other kinds of real estate properties, taxes can determine the value of a particular property or land. Investing in farmlands can require intensive brainstorming since a lot of factors will come into play. For more information regarding all things farmland, visit us at www.unitedcountry.com.